Hi guys, welcome to day 2 of this yoga journey. Today's flow is going to be focusing on increasing flexibility. I invite you to grab a glass of water and let's get started. We will begin in wide-legged child's pose, so come to sit on your heels with your knees as wide as the mat. Extend your hands forward and rest your forehead on the mat. If this is too much for you, you can put a pillow or a block underneath your bum to rest on top of your heels. Feel free to come to child's pose anytime throughout this practice. We're going to do some cat and cow spinal waves, so come up to tabletop, and on your inhale, open your chest, lift your gaze forward, and sit on your heels. On your exhale, round the spine, bringing yourself back up to tabletop. Do this a couple more times. Exhaling to come up, rounding your back. Inhaling, opening the chest and sitting on your heels, creating a wave with your body, waking up the spine. Awesome, you're doing great. Come back to tabletop. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky. On an exhale, bring the right arm underneath the left armpit, bringing the right shoulder and right ear down to the ground. If this feels good, you can extend the left arm up towards the top of the mat. You might feel this stretch in the shoulders and upper back. Breathe into any tightness you might be feeling and allow it to release. Bring the left hand back under the shoulder, using it to push yourself back up, reaching the right hand up one more time, and then planting it back on the ground. On an inhale, reach the left arm up towards the sky, and on an exhale, send it through to the other side, letting your left ear and shoulder come to the ground. If you did on the other side, you can extend your right arm towards the top of the mat to feel a deeper stretch. Opening up the side body, loosening up the shoulders. Bring the right arm back underneath the shoulder, push yourself back up, and lift the left arm back up towards the sky before setting it down. Walk your hands forward a couple inches, come into plank. You can drop down onto your knees and lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, peel your chest off the ground for cobra or upward facing dog. On an exhale, send your hips up high for downward facing dog. Keep your knees generously bent. Maybe paddle out the feet a little bit, and then walk your feet towards your hands to come to fold or uttanasana at the top of the mat. It's okay to keep your knees bent here. Maybe grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. On an inhale, slide your hands up your shins for a halfway lift. And on an exhale, fold back down and then slowly roll yourself back up, tracing the backs of your legs. Feeling grounded in mountain pose or Tadasana. You can stay where you are, but I'm going to move so you can see me a little bit better. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale, bend up and over to the right. Inhale back up through center and exhale to the left. Inhale back up to center and exhale, release your hands down by your side. Bring your hands start center, bend into your knees, and step the left foot back, rotating the foot to be parallel with the short edge of your mat. You want to make sure that your front ankle is in line with your back arch. Bend into your front knee, extend your right arm out in front of you and your left arm out behind you for Warrior 2. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky, sending your left arm back to rest on your thigh. On an exhale, come back up through center and send the left arm up now, maybe resting the right elbow on the top of the thigh. Inhale and come back up to Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, bring your hands to your hips, and we'll heel toe the back leg in before we step back up to Tadasana or standing mountain pose. Bend into one knee and then the other, and then we'll step back with the right foot now, making sure that the back foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat, our front heel in line with the back arch. Extend the arms for warrior two. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, lift the right arm up, resting the left elbow on the top of the thigh. Inhale, come back up. Bring your hands to your hip, walk the back foot in a little bit, and then step back up to mountain pose. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over your knees. Maybe shake your head yes, and shake it no. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands on the ground, send your feet back for plank, and send your hips up, downward facing dog. You're doing a great job. Lift your right leg up towards the sky, and then bring your knee towards your chest, planting your foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee for low lunge. Make sure that your front knee is directly over your heel before lifting your arms up overhead or bringing them to your hips if that feels better. Keeping your right knee at a 90-degree angle, reach your right fingertips down towards the ground. You can keep your left hand on your hip, otherwise reach your left arm up and over for a deeper stretch. On an inhale, bring yourself back up, placing your hands on your hip, and then bring them down to the ground to frame your front foot. And when you're ready, exhale and walk your hands towards your body, straightening the front leg. Feel free to keep the right knee generously bent. Think of opening your chest and keeping length in the spine. On an exhale, come back to low lunge. Inhale to lift the back knee, and we'll exhale, meeting in downward facing dog. Awesome. Lift the left leg and we'll come to a low lunge on the left side. You want to make sure that your knee is at a 90-degree angle. Use your abs to lift yourself all the way up or bring your hands to your hips. And you can lower the left hand down to the ground now. And if it feels comfortable, reach the right arm up and over for a deeper stretch. Big inhale, and on your exhale, bring both your hands to your hips, coming back to center. Plant your hands on the ground and walk them towards your body for half split on the other side. Flex the left foot, open the chest, keeping length in the spine, and breathe into any tightness you might be feeling, letting go. Good. Bend into the left knee, tuck the toes, send it back to plank, and exhale, meet in downward facing dog. Drop your knees to the edges of your mat for wide-legged child's pose. Big inhale, come up to sit on your bottom with your legs straight out in front of you. You can bend into your knees. And we're going to take a passive forward fold, so generously bend into your knees. Inhale your arms up overhead, and exhale, folding down, relaxing your neck and your shoulders. And when you're ready, push yourself up with your hands, scooch forward, and we'll come to lie on our backs. Cross the right ankle over the left knee and push out on the right knee. And if that feels good, you can pull both knees in towards the chest by grabbing around the left thigh. It might feel good to straighten the left leg, but if not, you can keep it bent as well. If you had the left leg straightened, bend into the left leg and place your feet on the ground. And we can switch ankles, so cross the left ankle over the right knee now, pressing outwards on the left knee. And if that feels good, drawing both knees in towards the chest by grabbing behind the right thigh. And again, you can play with straightening the right leg, but if not, that's fine too. Go ahead and bend the right leg if you had it straight. Bring both feet to the ground. Maybe rock side to side, and when you're ready, extend both your legs out for Savasana. Let your hands rest down by your side, palms face up or down, yogi's choice. Notice if you are feeling any different now versus how you felt in the beginning of class. I invite you to stay in Savasana for as long as your time allows. Otherwise, roll onto your right side and use your left hand to push yourself up and come to seated. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me.